Well, if you're a Penguins fan, this is good news. The Pittsburgh Penguins have extended Patrick Hornqvist for 5 more years, $26.5 million. Early on in the season, there was talk of maybe Hornqvist would be moved out, and they'd make room for one of their younger players. As the season's worn on, that talk faded quickly. The rumors of this signing came up yesterday, and I'd read them too, but they're confirmed today, so there you go. The Pittsburgh Penguins originally acquired him from Nashville, along with Nick Spaling, and in return they sent James Neal to Nashville. The reason the trade was made was Pittsburgh felt they needed more of a net front presence, and that they didn't think that James Neal had the amount of grit they needed. And there were also rumors of personal issues with James Neal as well, of course. And that from Nashville's side of it, they wanted a guy who could just score pure goals, and they felt Neal was better than Hornqvist for that. Analyzing that trade years later, I personally give the nod to Pittsburgh because they still have Hornqvist. James Neal went, of course, to Vegas at the expansion draft, and it might be one of the few things that's been done by David Poile that makes me scratch my head, and yet Nashville's still at the top two, so he's still doing something right. For Penguins fans, this is again a sign that the team is ready to three-peat. It's a bit of a risky contract. Hornqvist will be 36 at the time that the contract is done, and at a $5.3 million cap hit. By the time he's 36, odds are they're probably going to want to get rid of that cap hit. But for right now, it's good. And really, with Pittsburgh, all that matters is right now because they're trying to build a dynasty. The first real dynasty the NHL has seen since the 90s. Remember, the NHL recognizes a team as a dynasty if they have 3 Stanley Cups in 4 years. That hasn't happened since 1990, when the Edmonton Oilers won their 5th and final Stanley Cup in 7 years. So Pittsburgh is trying to change that. And if there's a team that I've seen that's been better than Pittsburgh over the last 25 years, it just doesn't occur to me right now. And what I mean is year in and year out excellence. Now, there may be some concerns right now in Pittsburgh with a big injury, but signing guys like Hornqvist, showing that you're going to keep this team together, it does 2 things. 1, it shows stability, and 2, it means that if kids are going to come in and get a spot in the Pittsburgh lineup, they're going to earn it. Jim Rutherford isn't exactly rolling out the red carpet to rookies, because when you have a team that's this good and can play this well, it really should be you're trying to keep that team together, and that rookies have to basically beat those guys out for those spots. And I don't see anybody beating Hornqvist for a spot in that lineup anytime soon. He has had injury issues this season. I believe he's hurt right now, but if you look at for his career, he doesn't have an issue with that. I think it's the 2 seasons previous to this one. Actually, I've got it loaded right here. Yeah, he played 70 games last year, 82 the year before that, 64 the year before that, and 76 the year before that. So you can bet on probably 70, 75 games from him any given season, and you're good. And he's a 20-goal scorer. He's a perennial 20-goal scorer, and he gets to the dirty areas around the net that other players may not want to go to. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this move. I think it's a no-brainer. But again, if it was this easy to create and maintain excellence, you'd have 31 teams that do it. So kudos to Pittsburgh for the fact that they've stayed on course. And though I may not cheer for them, I do respect them, and I respect what they've put together. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.